So our core definition of faith is believing what someone has said, 100%, receiving it and committing to it. But here, Paul is saying it's more than that. It's actually how the righteous live. The righteous live by faith. And what we have to understand about faith is that it's not just believing what someone has said, but actually faith is the way that we relate to God. You see, if it was just about believing what someone had said, that is actually a transaction that's taken place. If Pete, you told me something, I believed it. There's a transaction of ideas or thoughts that has taken place. But actually, that's just a one-off thing. Whereas actually to live by faith is relational. In other words, it's a relationship of faith, not just a transaction of faith, not just a one-off thing. Faith is about our relationship with God. And in essence, it means completely trusting anything he says about us or anything else, and then living our lives based on everything he says about us and everything else in this world. The writer to the Hebrews says we understand that the world was created by faith, we understand. In chapter 11, that great chapter on faith, the writer to the Hebrews says the only way to please God is by faith. Because we need faith to know that God exists. Because we can't see him. If I could see him with my eyes, I wouldn't need faith to believe in him. So because God is unseen, we need faith to be able to relate to him. And in that relating to him builds a trustful rest. And to be in faith and to grow in faith for each of us is that our lives are marked by a trustful rest. What do I mean by that? I don't mean that we never get out of sorts. I don't mean that we never get any worried about things. I don't mean that we're never unsettled. But what it means is that when those things come along, there is the rest of faith that comes and just brings the peace of God. The reason why is because we know him. We are related, we have a relationship with him, so that whatever happens in this life, we have him. Coming back to our core definition, I can believe something somebody told me and then commit to it 100%, but that doesn't form a relationship. What forms a relationship is over time that taking place again and again and again, so that a trust builds in the one who's believing. And that's relational faith. The problem is, if we have transactional faith, then effectively we're summoning up faith for a particular thing at a particular time. When I need something, then I'll believe for it. That's transactional. That's just when I need something. Relational faith means, no, I'm constantly trusting and believing, so that when I do need something, I don't need to summon anything up. I know the Lord. I know that he's for me. I know that he's with me. I know that he's promised to provide for me. I've read Psalm 34 and all the good things, and God telling me it's good. Taste and see that the Lord is good. But that comes from that foundation of relational faith, every day trusting him. It's like breathing. We don't think about it, do we?